Hello Pisces, welcome to your August tarot reading. The reading is intuitive and just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So let's just delve right in and see what August has in store for you, Pisces. So please give us some cards for Pisces for their August. No, that's too much. There's this sense that you've been through some tough times lately, and perhaps you've been a little bit emotional, but I just see that there's a presence grabbing you onto them, like to hold you and hold you safe. So I think either someone is helping you out of this, or somebody just cares a lot about you and they are close. I think what is making you upset or has been making you upset is a transformation, something that's unavoidable, like you had a loss and you couldn't stop it. And there's just a sadness attached to it. But this death card is always symbolizing transformation that is inescapable and that is needed. Let me just see. Yeah, and then you will end up like this at the end of it. You see here all the cups are spilt and everything's just a mess, but here you're put together and you're holding that cup, Pisces, and this is you, you're Pisces. So whatever this transformation is or has been, you're coming out of it on top. Like, it's good for you. There's a cleanse, or you are able to process it and be okay with it, whatever this is. Something is just being, like, you look at it brighter or with brighter eyes, perhaps. Please give us more cards. I think whatever this transformation was, that you have been able to process it somehow, or be opportunistic, or it turned out to be something that would be helpful or something that you could go after. It might also be that you met somebody, or there's a romance or something attached to this transformation, whatever it is. Yeah, look at that. Here you have that clarity about this transformation, and things are clear and you see it with new eyes. And I sort of see, yeah, for some of you, I think you have many possibilities arising from this, whatever it is that is coming in August. Please give us some cards as to what this is, like this new thing that's coming in here. It might be a new relationship or a new crush, somebody you're dating perhaps. There's a sense that somebody will chase you also. And here you have that happiness that comes in. So it might be a fire sign or an earth sign if this is like a person. It feels as if you're integrated and being implemented in a group of people, perhaps, or a family setting. And if it's not that, there's just an integration of what you do for a living, or where you live, how you make your money, or your everyday, something about how you do your everyday life is lining up with making you happy. It's just integrating and becoming one. Look at that. And here you have that independence and fulfillment. There's, like I said, it's like for some I see many opportunities, and I see that as well here. Like, you you're able to multiply 1 coin into 9 coins, or you're able to do something in different ways, or spin something in different ways that is to your advantage, that brings you success or independence and that inner power. Please give us more cards. What is this sadness? Like, how can it... you would know what it is if this reading resonates for you. If Pisces is your sun sign and it doesn't resonate, please, you can check out your moon sign or Venus or rising. So those will often resonate more. So let's see. I'm curious. What is this? Maybe I can understand more if I see this sadness. Yeah, I definitely, for some of you, it's about your kids or your child. Or it can be a teenager, but, you know, potato, potato. It's still a child if you're a mom. Yeah, if it's not that, there is an apology coming in. There might be. And that's what makes you happy. And that's what enables you to grow from this. Or there's just some validation. It might also be that there's some information coming in about your children or about something else, and that's the sadness, or something that's difficult for you to accept. I feel for some it's like someone that you love or care about, or yourself, have ended up somewhere else that you didn't feel was appropriate or right. Like they did something else. It might be out of the ordinary, but it's controversial, and that's what brings you this sadness. That's only for some. I also see broken dreams, like you had this hope and vision maybe from childhood, and now you're an adult and nothing really turned out the way you always dreamed about. But here comes the healing. That's beautiful. And that transformation and that healing is coming in for you in August. It's as if something comes in to bring you healing, and you're able to bring that with you and contain it somehow. I see that water in here, or that potion, is actually that healing water that you have here. And it's as if you are bringing it with you. That might be therapy or a letter somebody gave you, something that makes you happy. But it's as if you can access it now and then. Like you can take a swig out of that bottle. So that might be, yeah. And it rejuvenates you and makes you content and happy. There's as if there is some communication coming in, and because of that, there is healing. Like it makes you very happy. I think you go from juggling and being stressed out or a little bit up in your feelings to being secure and being able to relax, to slow down the pace perhaps. And to, yeah, feel that security within yourself, that everything will be okay and that you will be successful. But I think for many of you Pisces, it's a long journey. This is something that you really work through. You know, he's successful and he's coming home from a war. You know, he's been through the battles. This is not all rainbows. This thing that he has here for his success. He really suffered for it or had some, yeah, agony because of it. But there's this transformation that I see within you. So please give us some advice for Pisces. Give us some advice for Pisces in August. I think you should join some communities or forums perhaps, or let loose, have fun, be with friends, be in nature, but don't isolate yourself. And share your emotions, ventilate and open up to somebody. There is a point, I think, where many of you have to choose between two options. Something that might be a little bit difficult. I think you might have to look at something in a very different light, Pisces. And it might be this thing that you're struggling with to accept here that makes you upset, this transformation. But once you look at it differently, then this healing will come in and you will be content and relaxed and know that everything will be okay. But you have to turn something upside down and release these negative thoughts so they can fall out and become irrelevant. I hear for some it's just like, but this is not how it's supposed to be. Like it should be different. So please give us more cards, but let me take a deck that I haven't spent so many cards from. Please give us more cards as to how Pisces is leaving August. Like where are they at when August ends? I see you floating in space like an astronaut, and I hear that song, Astronaut in the Ocean. And here you are up in space among the stars. There's just this enormous progress, and you're launched up in this weightless state, and you're breaching the surface. So there's just some obstacles and energetic blockages that really are being released in August. Look, here you are with the stars up in the sky. This is about your dreams, your hopes, your dreams coming true, sort of. Or being content, being inspired, being harmonic. I do see, though, that for some you might be inclined to look at that little area of soil here that's not yet fully covered in this beautiful water. So just look at the big picture, Pisces, and don't focus on things that aren't there yet, because everything in due timing. So just be patient and trust the process. Let's see if we can get another card. Yeah, here you have that. Look, this is that negativity, that, yeah, being dissatisfied. Looking at all of this that is muddy and murky, but if you turn your head on the back here, behind that mermaid, there's a beautiful waterfall. There's clear water and everything is good. So it's just all about shifting that perspective this month in August. And if things are difficult for you right now financially, or you might be outside or feel lonely, not outside, but like an outsider, and feel lonely, or look at things that aren't as you wish that they would be, try to shift your focus. Not like you have to deny it and pretend it's not there, because it's there, but if you can't change it, at least try to look at things that you are grateful for. Maybe somebody you love, or yeah, other things that you can appreciate, and let this whole thing that you're dissatisfied with just work itself out. If you can't change it, I mean. Let's get some moon card advice, Pisces. So let's give Pisces some advice. Have faith in your dreams, Pisces, and nothing is yet set in stone. So whatever that means to you. And again, you see these two crescents, they are completely opposite. And here you have foliage and flowers, and here you have the water. It's like, yeah, it's like you have to try to look at something differently, or in the reverse way, or upside down, just outside the box, or appreciate different things. Like if you are disappointed in something your child has done, for example, at least you can be appreciative that they opened up to you in the first place. Or like, there's this thing about the silver lining, and focus on that instead of focusing on how you would want things to be different, perhaps. So I hope August will pass you by swiftly and nicely, and I'll see you again in September.